Good afternoon, everyone. It's Crystal. Today is Friday, November 20th, 2020. Today is the Friday before Thanksgiving. I hope everyone is doing well and everyone is safe. Just wanted to hop on to share some goodies I got from Stampin' Up! And to tell you how to get a 20% discount on your Stampin' Up! Purchases, because friends don't let friends pay full price. So first, I will go through what's in my box here, and then we can discuss the 20% discount. So first, just wanted to share basic pearl basic jewels. These are good embellishments. There are 140 in a pack. I have 2 of these, and one thing I will show you later is that if you have Stampin' blends, which are the alcohol markers, Stampin' blends can color these pearls. I'll show you. I'm going to take this one out of the package. I have some Stampin' blends in this box, so I opened this package, so I'll color some of those so you can see how that works. I have some G blocks. These are actually part of my rewards. When you order from Stampin' Up!, if your order will be $150 or more, you are entitled to redeem Stampin' rewards. And Stampin' rewards are 10% of your cart. So these 2 blocks are part of my rewards. I have been systematic in trying to get all of the blocks. The blocks go from A to I. I have A, B, C, D, and E. I just have G, just got these 2. I have H, and I have I. So I still need to get F. F is the biggest block. I don't have any background stamps, so I'm not in a rush to get the F block, but I have every block except for F in multiples. I have at least 2 of every block except for the F block. So that's that. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I get a discount. At this point, I get a 25% discount, but I will talk to you about how to get a 20% discount. Mini glue dots. These are the mini glue dots. They come on this roll. The box has 300. So they come on these strips here. And so you get 300 glue dots in this box. So mini glue dots. I have a lot of projects going on, so I bought a few adhesives. So that's one thing. Another adhesive I got, tear and tape adhesive. I bought 2 packs of those. Can show you how that works. It's a double-sided tape. Comes on this roll here. This is the end. So adhesive, you would put this is the sticky part right here. Put this on your project, and then you would peel back this paper, and then you can adhere 2 things together. So that's what tear and tape is. I have a project where I'm going to do a 3-dimensional project, but I'm sending it through the mail. So I'm going to put tear and tape on it, so when the project arrives to its destination, the person can make it stand up the way it's supposed to. So I have 2 packs of those. I have the Snowman Builder Punch right here. It cuts out the snowman, the hat, the nose, and the 2 arms. I have already had the Snowman Season stamp set, so I'm going to work these 2 together on a few projects. And this is a photopolymer stamp set. I've had this for a while. I just haven't used it yet. So this comes with 12 stamps, some snowmen, Merry Christmas, hoping this season builds heartwarming memories. Here's the hat. I don't know if the hat matches up with the punch, but I will find out once I start doing some projects. So, got some snips. These snips they're small, but they are very sharp, so they're good for fussy cutting. I actually don't like fussy cutting that often, but sometimes it requires fussy cutting. Like, see how sharp that tip is. So happy to get that. And it has the cover here to protect you, but these scissors are very sharp. So that's another item from my haul. The Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder. These trees, I will show you. I've seen a lot of projects using this folder, so I want to use this folder to work on my Christmas cards. I'm in the process of doing Christmas cards. Here's the folder. You can see that some of the trees are raised, some of the trees are depressed. So there's some embossing and depausing on both sides. Here's, like, you put your paper in where the label says Stampin' Up, your paper will be face up. And then you would run in through your embossing folder, and you would get a nice, see this is a thick embossing folder. You get a nice deep design on your project. I also purchased the Love of Leaves. I got the bundle. This is in the August to December 2020 mini catalog. I was on the fence about it for a while, but then I realized that although most projects I had seen were fall projects, I can do some spring projects by using some sort of green cardstock. So here's the Photopolymer Stamp set, so you can get a lot of dimension using these stamps. There are 11 stamps in the stamp set. Hope changes everything. I thought of you today. Your friendship is something I know I can count on. Thank you. Hello. I'm so glad you're in my life. And there are 5 leaves to choose from. And as part of the bundle, I got the Stitch Leaves dies. And I will open this package so you can see. So this is the packaging, and it comes on this white cardstock, and there's some adhesive on the cardstock to keep the dies in place. And I have some magnet sheets that I keep my dies on once I open the packages. But you can do the outline of the leaf and the inside of the leaf. So you have 2 choices for each of the leaves that are in the stamp set. And then you have a design here as well. So that is the Love of Leaves bundle. So the Love of Leaves stamp set and the Stitched Leaves dies right there. And I bought some Stampin' Dimensionals. If you see the projects I do, I use Stampin' Dimensionals for almost all the projects. So whenever I place an order, I usually throw in a pack of Stampin' Dimensionals so that I can always have a steady supply. Warm Wraps dies. I recently did a project using the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set and the Warm Hugs stamp set. And part of the Warm Hugs bundle, well, the suite, has these 2 stamp set, but these dies. And I was on the fence about the dies, so I decided to get the dies in this order. So I will show you those dies. Once again, the dies are stored on white cardstock. and there's some adhesive to keep them in place. So in the Warm Hugs suite, there are coffee cups and a coffee carrier. So these dies here are to make a wrap for the coffee cup. So I didn't order the coffee cup or the carrier. I may use these for a different project. So you can use both, and then you can put it together. It's easy to assemble. And then just decorate your coffee cup. There's some hearts here, there's a star, and these correspond with these shapes here. So you have For You, this one's on me, Merry Christmas, Warm Hugs to You all season long. So these circles correspond with these stamp sets. See stamps in the set. And then you have this design right here, and that corresponds with this die right here. So I'm looking forward to doing some more projects with these dies as well. I have some Whisper White medium envelopes. I usually try to throw in a pack of this whenever I do an order, this and dimensionals. I have the delightful tag topper. You can do 3 different sizes for, you get a 1 inch wide, 1.5 inch wide, and then a 2 inch wide piece of paper. And then you can get this design on the top of your tag. Then I have the Heartfelt stamp set. There are 13 stamps in this set. This is good for Valentine's Day. This is just good for love. Being friends is better than eating candy, but let's do that too. So lucky to have a friend like you. Love you lots. Roses are red, violets are blue. Love, comma, from my heart to yours. And then there's an arrow and various hearts. It's a photopolymer stamp set. And there you have it. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and there are some things in the on the Stampin' Up! Website that only demonstrators can get. So I have these paper pumpkin blocks. If you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, the first time you get your monthly box, it comes with this block. So sometimes I give out these blocks to customers just as a surprise, thank you for ordering, etc. So when I place an order, I usually grab a couple of these as well. And finally, my Stampin' blends. So these are alcohol-based markers. As I had mentioned previously, I can use these Stampin' blends to color the Pearl Basic Jewels. So I'll show you my colors first, and then I'll open a pack so you can see. This is Petal Pink. The Stampin' blends come as a set of 2. There's a light and there's a dark for each set. Most of the colors in the Stampin' Up! Family have a corresponding blends. So here's Petal Pink. So here's, for example, this is my Petal Pink ink pad. So this is the corresponding blends that go with, this is the same color. There's a light and a dark for here, just as an example. This one is light and dark mint macaron. We have the light and dark soft seafoam. The light and the dark so saffron. Then we have the light and the dark balmy blue. The light and the dark pool party. And the light and the dark calypso coral. So I'm going to take the dark calypso coral I'm going to open the package. And there are two ends. There's a fine point end, and then there's a brush. So I'm going to take the brush tip, there it is, and just take one of these pearls, take one of the large pearls, and I can just paint it. This is an alcohol marker. It dries quickly, and I can use that for any of my projects. So one thing about pearls is even when I'm dressing up, that doesn't happen too often nowadays, but when I like to dress up, if I'm going to the office or if I'm going out to dinner with my husband, pearls are my favorite. So this was when I found out that I could color these and make them to match my projects, I definitely threw these in my cart. So that's one thing, if you are a fan of pearls, that's one thing to keep in mind. So if you like the Stampin' Up! Color family, the blends are a good investment. I'm systematically working through, I have all of the brights, and I have the in colors for the 2020, 2022 colors. And I have the, the black, the flesh tone, and I have the color lifter. So this family is the subtles family. So Highland Heather was on my order, but it's back order, so that should be coming separately. So I'm systematically trying to get my stash of Stampin' blends up where I have all of them. So that's my haul. So now I want to talk about the 20% discount. I enjoy a discount. So when I found out that if you become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you start off with a 20% discount. You don't have to do workshops. You don't have to do YouTube videos. I just happen to enjoy teaching. Many people who know me know I have a Master of Divinity degree. I went to seminary, graduated in 2010. So part of my ministry is teaching. And so for right now, I am using this vehicle, Stampin' Up!, to share, not only share my crafts with people, but to also teach people how to share their creative side as well. Everyone should have a creative outlet. We're living in some times that are challenging. A lot of us are at home all the time. So if I can help someone with their creative outlet, one thing I like about Stampin' Up! When I first started buying Stampin' Up! Products is the color coordination. I remember doing a project. I needed to use pink for the project. And the pinks that I had in my stash, they didn't necessarily coordinate as well as I wanted them to. So once I found Stampin' Up! And I saw that the colors coordinate perfectly, I knew that this was a company I needed to patronize. And then I found out about the 20% discount, and that there's really no pressure at all to do workshops, do classes, or anything. There is a quarterly minimum that each demonstrator is responsible for, and I can talk to you about that if you're interested. But I knew that the way that I craft and the way that I do my crafting supplies, that I would not have an issue meeting the quarterly minimum. And not only have I met my quarterly, I joined Stampin' Up! In August, so my quarter is the first full quarter after you join. So the first full quarter after I joined in August is actually over on December 31st. So I have met my quarterly minimum of is $300 for the quarter. I do paper pumpkin. I held the class, and so I got credit for the people who bought the supplies with me. So it was not a heavy lift. But if you want more information about it, feel free to contact me and we can talk more about being a demonstrator. There's no pressure from Stampin' Up. My team leader is great. She does a lot of support. She has a lot of ideas. Her team leader is great. We have meetings. We have opportunities to meet one another virtually. We have opportunities to share our crafts and learn new techniques. It's really just a fun outlet. It's more fun than I expected it to be. So I like to share that information with people and also to just emphasize that there is no pressure to sell. So if you're interested, I picked a team name. My team is Crystal's Phenomenal Stampers. I would be honored if you wanted to join my team, if you wanted to just do some stamping. I do a monthly craft and chat on Zoom on the first Friday of the month. My team members would be, if they are available, my team members are more than welcome to attend the craft and chat. I have a private Facebook group called Crystal's Phenomenal Stampers for my team members so that we can talk and share and learn about sales. One benefit of being a demonstrator is that you get a 1 month head start on shopping the new catalog. Like Stampin' Up is coming out with the catalog. It will be available to customers on January 5th. However, Stampin' Up demonstrators have already had access to the catalog. We've seen the catalog. We've ordered from the catalog. So there's a great benefit if you enjoy doing paper crafting. If you want to start paper crafting and you're not sure you want to commit to being a demonstrator, I always suggest people start with the paper pumpkin. It's a monthly subscription box. It's all inclusive. It comes with the Stampin' Spot. It comes with the stamp set. And with your first box, you get this D block. It's a thin D block. It says paper pumpkin on it. And it's $22 a month. If you pay month to month, you can buy prepaid subscriptions, 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, and 12 month. If you have any children in your life who like to do crafting and you don't want to do a huge commitment, financial commitment, I suggest paper pumpkin. Winter is coming. We're going to be in the house a lot more. So in order to get the kids, to keep them interested in something, a new paper pumpkin comes straight to your mailbox every month. And to keep them busy, keep them occupied, and once again, to use some creative energy. I am a big advocate of using your creative energy. It helps to get through the times that we're living through. So I always encourage people to do something creative as often as possible. On my personal Facebook page, every couple of days, I just encourage people, remember to take some time to create. And I make a point of using take some time to create versus make some time to create, because when you take some time, it's a more aggressive word. I'm going to take this time. I'm going to say no to things. I'm going to take this time to do some self-care and to use my creative energy to free my mind so that I can go on and do the things that I need to do. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. If you're interested in being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I would like to be your demonstrator. I can send you the link of how to sign up for a subscription. It's month to month. There's no commitment. You can cancel at any time. If you're interested in taking the plunge and getting a 20% discount, which is my favorite part, and you want to become a demonstrator, contact me about that as well. And I would be honored to have you on my team. So thank you. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your holiday. And happy crafting.